presence touching me, and I was like, wow, like this man just called his dad's peasants, but okay. I'll just see you guys when the Denver show comes. And he was like, no, you can come up to the Springs with us. And I was like, I kind of don't want to drive an hour and a half away for a hookup. So he was like, no, like you can ride with us, just like meet us at the airport or whatever. I was like, okay, like what time does your jet land? And he was like, at 9:30. So I was like, okay. First of all, their jet was a Southwest jet. So the Southwest jet landed. We went to get a car. And, I thought, like, we're going to get an Uber. We're going to, like, ride in, like, a Prius or whatever up there. But we didn't. We got a Suburban. So then we went up to Colorado Springs. And I thought, like, it was already too late. So we're just going to go to the show. But he wanted to stop at the hotel and, like, freshen up or whatever. So we stopped at a hotel. And I was like, perfect timing, What way I get it in real quick. So we went upstairs and his assistant or whatever, I don't really know who he is, honestly, gave him his room key. He walked us into the room. He left us alone. He was like kind of like me mugging me, like, you really came for him and not me, type of thing. So like, my bad. It was like that was kind of awkward. And Blue, that's like what he goes by, I guess. Like that's what he introduced. Like he took a shower first, and I was like, fuck. Like, cause I wanted, to like do like what I did to 6ix9ine, like wear his jewelry like when he's in the shower, and post it up. But that's not what happened. He like put all his jewelry in the safe. Then he went to the shower. Then he came out, and then. But we hit the. Okay. Then when we got to the venue, like an opening act was there. So like I wanted to like see what the crowd was like, And we went with the opening act on stage, and of course like I'm known in Denver, So like a couple people saw me and they're like, oh my gosh, like Selena, and I was like, hi, like I was like waving to them,
How to make the law of attraction work for you, and why it hasn't been working so far. The law of attraction has the power to bring positive events into our lives. But if you've ever tried using it, you'll also know that it's not that easy. Controlling your thoughts and focusing the mind is a huge challenge. That's why many of us give up too quickly and simply continue being unhappy and unfulfilled. So what is the missing piece of the puzzle? There are two main facts you need to understand about the law of attraction. Fact 1. Your brain acts as a magnet for the law of attraction.
Where the opening act was performing. No big deal. So I was just saying hi to people, while he was performing, and then I left. I went backstage again, and Blue was like, like, how's the crowd and stuff? And I was like, yeah, like, it's lit, like, there's people there, like, it was, I swear to you, there was like 100 people in the venue, I think, no, not even like 100 people, probably like 50, like 60. I'll give him credit. There was like 60 people there, but it was the furthest thing from sold out. So I told him like, I was lit, like not trying to hurt his feelings out, like it's kind of like dead. But so he was like, okay, yeah, whatever, because he had went on stage too to like see like what the stage was like, and so he seen it, and he was like, yo, like you have to like walk through the crowd in order to like get up to the stage. Blue freaked out. He was like, no. He was like, get my manager on the phone. Get my manager on the phone. And like people were just like looking around like, why is that a big deal? Like, there's basically no one out there. There's like little kids, like literally like little kids, like 15, 16-year-olds. And then there was even like there was like a 6-year-old and an 11-year-old out there. Who would care, you know? But he was like, nah, 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 nah. Like, my chain ain't gonna get snatched. Like, I don't want peasants touching me. And I was like, wow, like, this man just called his fans peasants, but okay. So he was like, I don't want these peasants touching me. He was like, these tickets are like $20. Like, I ain't gonna be around no broke people. Like, and I was like, okay. Like, I was literally just sitting there. And then the people came down and was like, yo, like, you have to get on stage now. He was like, nah, I'm gonna eat first. He was like, where's my food at? So he let people wait for like, I want to say like an hour. He was like letting people wait like while he ate. So then he was eating, and then he was like, all right, I'll go on stage. And like he put like a hoodie up, like asking us if someone cared about his chains in Denver. So yeah, I don't know why he thought like 11-year-olds would track his chain, but he put on his jacket. We went out there. We went out to the stage, and then he like had everyone like the lights. He told like the stage crew or whatever like to make it pitch dark. So he did. Like they did. They turned off like all the lights, and then he walked to the stage. And again, like the people who knew me were like happy to see me, and I was like waving to them. And like he like put his like hand like that, and I like backed up. I went to like the back of the stage, and you know, cause like he like runs around on the stage and whatever, you know, like all artists do. So I backed up, and he was doing his own thing, you know, he was doing the show. Then a fight broke out, and because like in the middle of his set, he like tells all the girls, which he said, quote unquote, black girls don't touch the water. I don't know what that was about, but he said like black girls like you ain't getting no water. He was like, where's the white girls at? He was like, the white girls love doing this. So he gave like water bottles to the white girls. Then like everyone started throwing water on him. He threw water at them. I ran for cover because I'm not about to get wet. So there was a fight broke out, and like me, his DJ, the girl that he was with, not like that he was like with, but like there's like an older girl, I guess she's from the label or whatever. So like all of us like ran up to the stage, you know, yeah, because we wanted to see the fight. And I was like pulling out my phone, and I was like about to record it, and he was just like looking at me and stuff. Like then the whole front row was like, Selena, like, oh my god, like you're here. And I was like, yeah, like hi babies. And I went to like, they were like reaching for my hand, so like I went to go like touch their hand, and he freaked the hell out.
Kids, come here.
Like he freaked out. He was like, back up, and he like pushed me. And it was like, wow. Like, I didn't really think anything of that. I was like, okay, like, he was like, ain't nobody here for you. Like, you think you special because Drake texted you? Drake, like, Drake ain't text you? And I was like, like, why are you making this a big deal? He was like, they didn't pay to come see you. They're here to see me. Ain't no one knows you. And, like, girls in the crowd was like, yeah, she's Selena. Like, the Black Widow. Like, she's gonna get you. And he was like, nah. He was like, I don't know her. I was like, okay. And then he like told his security to get me off stage, and his security was like, okay. His security knew like he came with me, so I mean I came with them. So his security was just like, yo, like just stand here, like I don't know what's going on. And I was like, okay. But I was still on stage. Like, I was still on stage. I was also on the side of the stage, like, where the exit door is. Because, like, I guess you can't enter it in. You can't come in, but you can go out. And the car was, like, right by that door. So he finished his set. We got in the car. And he was making such a big deal. Like, I was pissed. I was texting Pinky. Pinky's up T. Like, I was like, girl, like, this man done up. Like, he made me mad. He made me so mad. I was just like texting her, like venting, and like me and her text super fast. So like we're having like 3 different conversations like at the same time. So his little nosy ass person in the back was like kind of like watching me text, and she asked who someone else was. I was like, yeah, like who is that? I don't know. And she was like, I'm gonna expose him. And I was like, okay. And the person in the back thought that I was texting like a blogger, which Pinky is a blogger, but at first she's like my friend, like she's cool. So he thought I was like trying to like leak some story to like the blogs. Like first of all, like I don't think anyone would care. But like I didn't even get like like how sometimes like I record like them sleeping or like them like walking past me in the room. Like I could have, but he like came out of the shower like without clothes. Like I could have recorded him so many times and I didn't. I didn't because I told you guys like I'm done hooking up with rappers just to expose them. I'm like exposing him right now because he did me foul. So back to in the car. So then he was like, you know what, nah, like, I'm going back up to he was like, nah, I'm going to Denver because they had a Denver show the next day. So he was like, I'm going to Denver, like, forget this. He was like, I ain't about to be set up. I ain't about to do this. I ain't about to do that. He pulled up to the hotel, and his security was driving, so he kind of didn't know what to do. And he was, like, kind of just, like, driving around in circles. And Blue was like, yo, like, take her to the front. I'm going to call her a cab and she can go home. They drove me to the front. And we were just kind of, like, sitting in the car, like, arguing. I was like, bro, like, no one's exposing you. Like, no one would care. Like, I didn't record you. I didn't do anything. He was like, nah, I know you. He's like, nah, I know you have shit on me. Like, he was, like, just freaking out. And he was like, I'm going to Denver. I'm going to Denver. I'm going to Denver.
DoorDash has the restaurants you crave at your fingertips. Download DoorDash. First order, $0 delivery fee.
Denver. And I was like, okay, well then go to Denver. I'll go home. And then he was like, yeah, I know you're going home. And I was like, then take me home now. I'm going home. So then his partner and stuff was like getting all crazy, talking about how I could stay with them, and they were all trying to like still hook up with me. Even his security was still trying to hook up with me. I was like, ew. So yeah, that happened. And then finally he was just like, all right, well, I'm going to Denver. So then we went to Denver. We were driving to Denver, and he was making such a fucking big deal about everything. Like everything. Anything I would say, like he would make like a big deal about it. And it was just like so funny. Like I would be on my phone and people like, see, you're texting your blogger again. He literally like was messaging he wasn't messaging, he had his like friend or whatever message Pinky and was like, you better not expose him. And she was like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you're nobody. Like I don't think like no one would care like about Blueface. Like, yeah, he's like trending or whatever, but I'm like, come on, like, girl, like no one would care. Like everyone knows I get men. Like everyone knows what I do. So me doing this again would not be like breaking news. So I don't know why that was such a big deal. But he just kept messaging, like he just kept like texting somebody, and I knew something was up because like he had some girl. Well, I'm assuming it was a girl, obviously, because it was like saved under like a blue heart, and he like kept texting her, and I was like, is he like really trying to set me up right now? Like I was confused on what was happening, and the fact that like we met at the airport kind of was like a red flag too, because I was like, well, wait, like where are we going? Like he doesn't know where I live. Like where are we going? And I'm not about to have him take me to my house or like anything, because he was still like freaking out. We were still driving. Denver to Colorado Springs is like an hour and a half drive, and they were all like his DJ, his security, and like his assistant or whatever was all like trying to get girls like to the hotel and stuff, and they told me like where the hotel was. So I was texting like my sister, like, yo, like meet me at this hotel in like an hour, so like she can just pick me up, because I was not about to stay with him, like his little weirdo ass. But I think he actually messaged academics too, I don't know, because like he was messaging like blogs to like not post him, and I was like, bro, like I don't get like why you think people would care. Like I don't get it. And then like I was reposting like people like saying hi to me in the crowd, and he was just like, no one came for you. And I was like, okay. So that's why I kept like uploading stuff about people like tagging me there. And he was just like making a big deal like the whole way to Denver. So then we finally get to the hotel. My sister's outside for me, and we get to the hotel, and he like threw me money, which was like $60 because I don't think he knew where I lived or.
DoorDash has the restaurants you crave at your fingertips.
Which I lived like down the street. They stayed in downtown Denver. So he threw me $60, and I was like, okay. And I thought it was kind of weird because like they didn't even check in or anything. Like they just like went straight to the elevators. And I guess he had his baby mama there or whatever. He told me he was single. And he was like on the line of like, go buy yourself some food too. And I was like, okay. But so I got in a car with my sister, and then like 20 minutes later passed, and I get like a text from his other freaking friend, the friend that was like I originally was with. I get a text from him, and he was like, yo, like come back please, like I just wanted to see you. And I was like, nope. I was like, just wait, I got something special for y'all. And I blocked him. And then he messaged me on Instagram again, and he was like, yo, like come through, it's okay. And my point is like, I think that they were like really trying to set me up, but I honestly don't know. I didn't fall for it. But the moral of the story is I still hooked up with him. But he's just not, I mean, I'm not defaming him or anything. I guess like he's a cool person. He just is really freaking stuck up and thinks that like the world revolves around him and it's his world. We're just living in it. But he's no one-hit wonder. I hope he at least is making some bread off of that, because he's not a good person. But anyway, thank you guys for watching.